He's a leaker. At the time, the president was saying there are people that are leaking. Sure enough, James Comey was one of them, calling up his buddy at Columbia Law School saying, hey, you know someone at the New York Times, can you shuffle this his way? And Comey's #1 guy, his right-hand man, the now fired Andrew McCabe, even admitted that he lied about his own leaks to the media. They got a problem. So doesn't it make total sense here to check whether or not James Comey was illegally leaking classified information from Russia? And you can't fall back on that victim excuse here. Joining me right now, Trump 2020 campaign senior advisor, Corey Lewandowski. Corey, good to see you. I mean, my gosh, he told Susan Collins, yeah, it was me.
Well, look, we know that James Comey has admitted to lying under oath. We know that he's given out classified information. But this is a guy who has the world's greatest messiah complex. He tells everyone he's the savior. He knows what's right and wrong. He's the arbiter of fair and evil. And the truth is, he ran a dirty FBI. The problems at the top of the FBI, from James Comey to Andy McCabe to Peter Strzok to Lisa Page to James Baker, are all well documented now. We know that his deputy lied under oath on multiple occasions to FBI agents who are questioning him. Those are clear felonies. He's not been prosecuted. And we know that Attorney Durham, U.S. Attorney Durham, is still investigating this matter because James Comey leaked classified information and publicly told everyone about it. When is he going to be prosecuted is the question that the American people continue to ask.
That's a big, big question, right? Well, when is he? What do you think? What more's coming out?
Look, hey, Trish, if it were me, and I'll tell you, I have obviously no say in this thing, but on the side of the American people, this guy should be in jail. Look what he did to Mike Flynn. You know, he admitted very verbosely, he bragged about the fact that the White House at that time was fairly new. He never contacted the general counsel's office and just sent in FBI agents to take a record of Mike Flynn's statements, only to have them change that record and then make Mike Flynn swear to something that he probably didn't say. Look, this guy is a dirty cop in every sense of the word. He had a badge and a gun, and he used it to go after people, and he should be held accountable for it.
I want to switch gears since I got you here, and you're a pretty smart political guy. Another smart political guy was on the show last night, Steve Bannon. He had a lot to say, shall we say, about Mike Bloomberg and whether or not Mike could actually be a factor in this race. I want to get your response to this. Here we go, Corey.
I think the Republican Party has got to start to analyze Bloomberg, taking very seriously. Forget the fact he's kind of a stiff. Forget the fact that he's not a particularly engaging personality. He detests Donald Trump personally. I think a lot of this is just a vendetta. It irks him that President Trump, as a populist and as an economic nationalist, was able to win against all odds. And I think it just gets under his skin. Number one, I think this is a personal thing between him and Trump.
So it's pretty amazing if you're loaded like that, you can just spend $1 billion, right? Whether or not he's even the candidate, he's promising $1 billion to whoever's running against Donald Trump. What do you think of the Mike Bloomberg threat?
Steve's not wrong about that. Look, you've got a man who's worth $50 billion, who's pledged $1 billion. He has 1,000 full-time staffers already working for him. And if he decides that $1 billion isn't enough, he can spend $2 billion. Look, he spent $100 million on multiple occasions to run for mayor. He was a terrible mayor of New York City at the end of the day when you go back and look at it. But he hates this president. He's not going to be the Democratic nominee. But when someone has almost unlimited wealth, you have to take them as a very serious threat. And that threat is because he wants to make sure Donald Trump is not reelected. He doesn't want to talk about the success that this president has had over the last 3 years. He simply wants to destroy him.
Yeah, and, you know, it's mind-boggling to think that he'd be willing to put that $1 billion behind a socialist, given that, let's not forget how Mike made his money. Right, Corey? He made his money because of the America that's existed and the America that we all want to continue existing. Capitalism, the lifeblood of this country that creates people like Mike Bloomberg. So for him to turn over $1 billion to Elizabeth Warren or to Bernie Sanders, wouldn't that be effectively negating everything he had ever had the opportunity to do, Corey?
Trish, these guys are such hypocrites. Don't forget that, right? These are the same people who walk around with armed security guards and behind giant fences and tell you you can't own a weapon, and they're anti-Second Amendment. These are the same people who do this every day. Like, we've seen this time and time again from the ultra-wealthy and the ultra-liberals. They tell us, regular Americans, what you can and can't do, and they do the exact opposite. Nancy Pelosi, Michael Bloomberg, they're all anti-Second Amendment, but they travel around with private security or armed guards. They live behind big walls and big gates, but when it comes to me and you, hey, you can't protect yourself. This is the hypocrisy of the left. The American people are smart, and Michael's $1 billion he's going to spend isn't going to make him the president. Donald Trump's still going to get reelected.
Corey Lewandowski, thank you very much.